think somebody at her level sometimes, it doesn't always feel genuine, like they're in a rush, like they'd have other people they need to talk to. But it always feels like she would literally like sit on a couch and have a conversation with you. The lifelong work that she's done to help foster children is very inspiring. I was in foster care. I always appreciate the dedication that she has.
She had a vision for the agency that went well beyond the boundaries of King County. It went statewide. How do you go ahead and provide a service that nobody has done before? And Janis has that can-do kind of spirit where she figures things out. She involves others in the solution. She credits others with their part in the solution. Very important.
She and others from Treehouse would talk about, we really have to focus on education outcomes. And we'd say, yeah, but they really have to be focusing on safety. So we have to do safety, and then, maybe education. And she would just, we've got to focus on education. We've got to stick to this. This is something, these are kids of the state, and we need to make sure that they are getting an education.
Janis cares about everybody in this organization. I'm a volunteer down here on the first floor, and I can't count the number of times Janis has purposely come through this space to check in with volunteers, to visit, to have a personal relationship. And we have a personal relationship because of that. She specifically stops by to say hello and check in how I'm doing, how my grandsons are doing. When my husband recently had cancer, she checked in frequently just to see how we were doing and sent us cards at home. That's a special person.
She has made me a better person since I've been here. And because of her, I have a better outlook on life, on racial equity, and her door has always been open to me and to all of us. And that's one of the reasons why I've been here for so long.
She just considers everything that she's facing from so many different angles. And so to me, I just think she is someone who doesn't just react. She always thinks first and gathers information and gets different opinions and makes sure that whatever she's recommending has been considered from all sides.
Janis is one of those leaders that if you know her, you want to emulate her. I think she is one of those people that, she leads by example, and she lives those beliefs every day that you should be compassionate and sympathetic and always open when you're talking with folks. I think for anybody who's worked with her, you feel like you're a better leader yourself because of your engagement with her, both in your job, in your community. You're just a better all-around leader because you've had an example from somebody like Janis.
I remember the first time Janis had invited me to come for a meeting with her. I didn't know what to expect. And so I was extremely nervous, and I just said, oh my goodness, I must have done something. And then I meet Janis, and she says, Barbara, tell me how you're doing at Treehouse. How are you liking Treehouse? And my mouth was just kind of like, yes, I am enjoying Treehouse. So it was the complete opposite of what I thought it was going to be.
I think the best story for me about Janis these days are the stories that she shares on Twitter. Every now and then she'll share her 3 blessings, and they're just these nice random reminders of the beauty of the world and a reminder for me to pause and appreciate what's around me. And those are great sort of insight to her and what's important, and it's really fun to watch.
When I first found out about Treehouse, I was blown away and so excited about the organization that I literally combed the website to apply for everything that I possibly might be a fit for, which put me in Janis's office a couple times to interview for a couple of different jobs. We were going through the interview questions, which were standard interview questions that she had as we went through, and I kind of just were answering the questions, and then I stopped and I was just like, I'm having some interview deja vu, like we've been through this before. And Janis just looked at me, she said, me too, let's just keep going and see how it turns out.
I think right from the very beginning, Janis was a safe place to talk about really difficult things. I think the work that we do is very satisfying, but it's really hard.
Relentless. She's a relentless champion for youth in foster care, underprivileged youth, underserved youth. She has a relentless desire to serve those youth.
I mean, when you first meet Janis, you can't help but just say yes. The word no does not even come into the vocabulary. I heard a saying once that children are not like a deck of cards that can be shuffled around. And Janis has shown and taught me that no matter what cards these kids are dealt, we can make their lives better.
Get emotional. Janis inspires me just by the way she really walks the walk. She is always gracious and always makes one feel like she has time for them and like they are a really important person to her. And I just always look forward to any time I spend with her.
She just inspires everybody to be a better person, to give more, to do more, to be more involved. It's just been great to be inspired by Janis.
I will miss having her in the leadership role and the role that she's played at Treehouse and impacting the lives of students, not just here in the Puget Sound, but across the state of Washington. But I am proud to call her my friend, and I know that our friendship will continue as she enters this next chapter. And Janis, just know how loved and appreciated you are, and I wish you all the best.
Hey Janis, Governor Jay Inslee here. I want to congratulate you on your incredible career at Treehouse. You've inspired us all because of your extraordinary success and some of the most challenging and most important work we have in our state. This is amazing. 24 years of leadership. You've built an organization that not only grew exponentially, but it's been nationally recognized for your innovative approach to improving the lives of the kids you serve. Now, we all know we have a responsibility to care for the children in our foster care system, and no one has done more to improve the lives of these kids than you have in the state of Washington. We're not where we need to be yet, we know that. But we're so much closer because of your vision and incredible contributions. We're inspired by you, we're grateful to you, and we're going to keep working to keep building your legacy in the future. Thanks for everything you've done. Good luck in your next adventure.